It's a great question, and I kind of answered it in the why I started jiu-jitsu video, but I want to expand on it now. So, I've trained jiu-jitsu for so many different reasons based on where I was in my own development. I started jiu-jitsu because I was bored. I needed a rite of passage. I needed a worthy problem to solve, and I wanted to be able to defend myself. And then I continued on in jiu-jitsu around blue and purple belt because I recognized this was an environment that was forcing me to grow at such a rapid rate that I liked who I was becoming. I liked the external achievements and environment that was modulating inner experience and allowing me to remove the weaker aspects of my being and keep growing and keep learning. And then I continued to train around, say, brown, black belt because I just loved it. I loved it. It was fun. And it's been a vehicle through which I can serve other people. And that's why I'm so actively engaged in it now. So I can't train right now. About, I don't know, 9 months ago or so, 10 months ago, I tore both my pecs. And it was an incredibly trying experience. Now, I'm fully healed. I'm good. I'm drilling now, which is awesome. And I could train, but I'm not going to yet because having gone through something that drastic and that severe, where I wasn't sure if my arm's going to work again, now I'm pumping the brakes. I'm going real slow. I want to be engaged in jiu-jitsu for the rest of my life. So I probably have, if I make it to 168 more years of jiu-jitsu. So I'm in no hurry to go back to live training now. But I've never been so passionate and excited about teaching because for me, jiu-jitsu is a means of contributing to the world around me, to offer something of value to these amazing people in Florence, New Jersey. And it's my way to give back and to pay forward what I've learned from this art. And throughout my journey, I trained for so many different reasons. It was I wanted to compete. I wanted to fight. I just loved it. I wanted to get in shape. I wanted to learn something new. I loved the socialization of it. I think that's been a big part of it too. Is one of the reasons why I stayed so active and engaged in jiu-jitsu was I just loved my teammates. I mean, I always had this core group of guys who was the team within the team where they were my brothers, and I love these dudes, and we've been through so much together. We competed together. We fought together. I've officiated their weddings. I've been the godfather of their daughters. Like, we become a family, and we become a family through the experiences and the shared suffering on the mat. And I think that's one of the reasons why I train so consistently is because I went to do this really hard thing, but I went to do it with people I love. So it was always so much easier than that. And now my hope is just, I'm not too worried about my training. I'm mostly concerned with the training of the people around me. I love jiu-jitsu. I've devoted my life to it. But I've really devoted my life to the development of myself so that I have more to give the people around me. And I find so much more satisfaction right now with this current period in my life, coming off that big injury, where seeing a new student hit a new guard pass is so much more fulfilling for me than me hitting that guard pass. I like being the ferryman. There's this idea in the Siddhartha novel by Hermann Hesse where there's a character called the ferryman, and his job is to guide people from one shore to the other. And he drops wisdom along the way and helps them find their path. And that stuck with me. That's the real name of our business is Ferryman Services because we want to be the ferryman for the people around us. And I think that's the highest calling you can have in a community is through whatever discipline to be the guide for other people so they can become better versions of themselves. Now, I think jiu-jitsu is such an all-encompassing vehicle for growth. It's not like I'm the one helping these people grow or making them grow, but I'm giving them the opportunity by sharing this art with them that they can have the experiences I had. And that's what I want to do, and that's why I still stay actively engaged in jiu-jitsu, even when I can't currently train. I love it. I have spent about 11 years devoted almost solely to this art, and I'll continue to do so because every day I come in and I see from 4 years old to 60 years old, people coming in, getting better, working through their own weaknesses, and acquiring new strengths in a supportive community of people who love them. And I haven't found anything like that. Even in a religious setting, I've never found a community so beneficial as the one we're creating. And I've never seen so much effective change in the individual through any discipline as I've found through jiu-jitsu. I went away a few summers ago where I spent 3 months out in the wild, and I just camped at all the national parks, and it was the best summer of my life. And I went away to figure out how was I going to spend my life? What was I going to do with this finite time that I have? Because I had been teaching jiu-jitsu for a while. I was a black belt, and I was a head instructor at my instructor's school, and I didn't really feel fulfilled anymore. So I was thinking it's time for something new. So I went away to reassess, and while I was away, I realized that the life I was living was the exact life I wanted to live. I wanted to serve people through jiu-jitsu because I haven't found anything more beneficial to the individual than this art taught in a supportive community. So that's why I continue to train and teach jiu-jitsu, because it's so valuable. It's something we all need, and it's something I am honored to share with our students, and I'm going to share it as much as I can and talk as loud as I can about it for as long as I'm here, because it's something we all need, and it's something that, to the degree that we all train, learn, and grow, the world will improve as a result, and that's a worthwhile pursuit. Hey friends, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please subscribe to our page. My goal is to share the positive aspects of jiu-jitsu with as many people as possible. And my hope would be that we can serve you through this medium so that you keep training hard, keep aiming up, and you really understand what jiu-jitsu is in the context of your life. If you like these videos, please like or comment, and I look forward to hearing from you. Be well and keep aiming up.